as well.
Yep.
On top, my oh my, just gonna be thinner for ONIC. But now, random map draw. Dangerous grass, please. No.
Oh,
Flying clouds
another
again.
flying clouds.
Repeat of map 2, map 1, or rather game 1. So let us see if GEEK Fam will take out. We have seen them. They banned out the Eve early on.
They
And
switch
they
sides.
now will take blue side.
They switch sides, and banning Eve means your prio Zuxin
Juicin?
for sure.
I am not the only
With the
one.
Pulse ban, it means if the Juxin's ban, Sora's gonna have a free lane because I kind of forget that Pulse is a very good lane matchup against the Sora. It's it's I think 60-40 for the Pulse. So they ban out the Hellcurt now. It's just
Wow.
CW, you know, mini Yep, just respecting things that maybe trying to make their gameplay kind of off. So they have a very different strategy for the second pick phase. And the Fanny ban out, I think GFM is looking for the Zuxian first pick for sure.
Man, it's been a while since we saw Kyrie play the Fanny. I really want to see him again with the Fanny. I mean, we saw Albert multiple times pick it up. He's not the one to really go and pick up a Fanny, but now obviously with the bans coming in, Valentina. Again, do you go for the Sora or do you go for the Juicin?
I feel like with the Yif ban, it's just Zuxian, no?
Among a myriad of stars.
Oh, Freya! We forgot about the Freya!
Yeah,
It's
we
up-
forget
it's
about the
open.
Freya, yeah.
It's neither. ONIC. CW mind games as well.
CW might,
Yeah.
You know, we will ban neither. We'll get to. We get the Zushin and the Sora.
Should be the Sora.
Yeah. The question is it worth it to trade out a Freya for a Juicin and Sora?
I know I've been saying like Freya is like one of the most broken hero in Mobile Legends right now, but with two like Zuxian Sora, especially in the hands of ONIC, where I've like very vocal about like winning the trio mid.
Yeah.
I think it's not a good idea, but let's see how Kenzie or even Ye3 plays the Freya.
So it's still very expensive, right? They will pick up the Leomort this time alongside still with the Zetian for a boy.
Oh.
They want the open map. They want
Yeah.
that mini stun for a couple of seconds to perhaps turn the team fight around.
Yeah.
And
They really want to brawl right here.
Yep. They really want to brawl, and I think as ONIC here, you pick up Kyrie's hero. It's either the Harley or the Suyo.
Harley.
It's either the Harley or the Suyo because I think it's gonna be banned out, or even you want to go Baxia again here. If you're Kai, if you're ONIC, but I feel like it's gonna be R3 jungler for sure.
The past is but ashes in the wind.
Oh
To
wow!
carry.
Yeah, straight away up against the Freya, right?
Yep, against the
It
Freya.
has been a counter to the Freya. If the Freya jumps at you, you can just shred it down with the carry.
Yep.
Because fighters, they need to walk up close to
Yep.
you. And we have seen this,
Sun
this matchup
rises
multiple
when I
times
give
last
the word.
week, and the carry turns out to be the winner. So,
Yep.
GEEK Fam, they need something to catch this carry. Something to poke this carry out as well.
Yep. And with the Khalid ban, oh, it's an interesting Khalid ban because I thought ONIC is gonna try to pick the Khalid R4, but as you can see, go Coach Champ and Mommy Heart and
Hey.
also-
Hey! Hello, coach!
and little Kyle.
Little Kyle.
Yeah, very cute.
Do you think he'll be a mid laner, gold laner, or a roamer? Or
Oh,
XP, or
that's an interesting question.
jungle?
I think she's gonna be a coach.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah. Next generation of Vivian.
So, CW,
He's gonna be good.
Yeah.
are they gonna try to ban out Baloy again? 4 heroes for Baloy, Marcel, Hellcurt, Khalid,
I will choose my own
and
path.
it's a respect ban for Ye3.
Yeah. With the
Because
Arlet, he
with
was able to
Arlet.
find some wins.
Yep.
Last season, MPL and MYM, they played the lower bracket finals against Monster Vicious. It was 4-3. And one of the games that Ye3 carried was with the Arlet as well, so
See value
they need
in
to
me?
respect that the
Your
Fredrin
team
ban.
should.
Yeah.
Fredrin
They
ban.
know that getting more bodies and enabling this carry is also the name of the game for ONIC. That could enable them to get into the team fights and just winning the trades all around.
Yeah. So you're just giving another Baxia game for Kyrie? Oh, this Duyo, yeah, this is what we're talking about. It's a very good matchup against the Leomort. Can just,
Ooh.
you know, kind of kite the Leomort away when he has the pent-up seat with the Barbiel.
Yep.
A lot of dashes.
And you have
So,
the blade surge as well,
yeah.
so you are very mobile.
very mobile.
Timing is gonna be very key here for ONIC, right?
Oh, it's a chip.
Oh, speaking of timing, GEEK Fam wants to like break that pattern with
Yep.
shortcut in hand.
Three.
Oh, with the Masha.
With the Masha.
This was seen last week
With Luke.
with Luke when EVOS,
Yep.
alongside Kia as well, picked up the chip and the Masha, and they brawled it out.
And it was against Geek Fam, so he can.
It was against, yeah, it was against Geek Fam too.
So last pick here.
Oh
As ONIC, a very tanky boys in the high loss or a very mobile roamer that can mirror the chip. Show, I don't feel like show game here, or maybe you know, suppress a Kaja carry,
Kaja.
but they need some front line.
Minotaur, something to stop now.
Oh, it's just that one, just a
Yeah, I thought they want to pick
Thank
up
you, boys.
something that could really stop the chip
Yes.
EP. And I was thinking Minotaur, but then again, it'll be very, very heavily bullied.
Yep.
So yeah, ONIC with that draft. Which draft do you like most?
Oh, Masha chip is kind of scary, no?
Oh, Geek Fan. What about you,
I
ONIC?
mean, if we're talking about flavor, I got to give it to Geek Fam, man.
Yeah.
They're so bold with this
Yep.
with this draft. Very bold.
At least they're taking risks.
Yep.
Especially against ONIC, you don't want to be in the same situation again and again. You
Definitely.
need to take risks, you need to break patterns, and even the lineup rating favors Geek Fam a little bit more. So let's see if the Masha will go online. With the F3 at the helm, let's see. It is going to be a very interesting match with the flavors being sprinkled upon the lineup done by Geek Fam. Game number 2, ONIC against Geek Fam.
Ladies and gentlemen, this potentially might be the last game of this series. Let's see. With the Freya, with the Chip, Leomord, and Masha of Geek Fam, will they be able to prolong the series as ONIC looks to find a clean sweep yet again?
It's a Freya XP.
Oh, it's Freya
It's a Freya
XP.
XP.
Hold on a minute.
It's a Masha gold lane.
Selected. Is this to get a
Masha
better
gold.
matchup against the carry?
I feel like they wanna, you know, try to prio the first turtle because Masha first turtle is not as good as Freya.
Yeah.
And Freya is also a lane bully against Sora. I think it's kind of like 55-45 or 60-40 for the Freya. And this is the emblem by Bayou. The Freya opted for the fighter emblem with the war cry, you know, in the explain. But the Masha though, weapon master.
Weapon master. Uh-oh, keyboard.
That's a big taunt. That will force Beloy to use that flicker early before the turtle. That's big info.
But this is going to be hell for Kenji's team, isn't it? Oh, I think he'll be fine. Masha! Oh, we'll get trapped. Hold on a minute.
That's a big taunt on towards one. Beloy, they know Beloyski has no flicker. And that will be a first blood for ONIC. Kyrie
Whoa!
closing the distance. A boy will be the second member to be taken down.
Oh my, ONIC. Hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. Osan.
Good flick.
Yeah, no flicker here for Sans. That's going to be big info, but no, not enough damage just yet to take the Zushin down.
He'll be fine. I thought Kelra, back to my point, I thought Kelra will be there. Obviously, he's going to bully Kenjiski out.
Yep.
He's just the lane here,
Yep.
not giving Kenjiski any farm. But then again, you can't really one-shot the Masha because of the multiple health bars you have. So at least for now, he'll be safe and sound. But now the turtle, like you said, the prio is there for Geek.
Yeah, Pryor is there, but wait a minute.
The boy is not level 4, so that's already a discouragement for Geek Fam. Let's see ONIC now. Will try to find a move on towards Yet 3, finds a kill. Fantasy pop. ONIC now with a member up. Beloyski isolated, not level 4. A free kill again for ONIC, and that's 1,000 gold already in the first 2 minutes.
Are we seeing a disconnect on Geek Fam? Because I don't think you want to go in. You don't want to Valkyrie descent into the whole of ONIC team there.
Yeah.
And again, as we've talked about last week, Chip is all about the first shortcut. Are we gonna have a good first shortcut from Beloy or no? I think that kind of, you know, turns the game around. Oh, shortcut.
Oh, that's a big shortcut on towards Sans. Keyboy jumps in though. Not enough damage as Keyboy very low. Sans with the first one to fall. Keyboy finds a trade. Now a boy isolated in the back. Look, P finds an angle to take him down. That's going to be a double for Kyrie. Buddy Yethri from Malaysia finds a big triple kill.
Everyone falls, but not for the Sky Prince. He stands tall, takes down all the players of Geek Fam. And you called it though. You said it's all about this first shortcut, and that was evident last week. EVOS were on the back foot against Geek Fam, and the first shortcut saved them. That was close for Geek Fam, but they were not quite close enough to close down ONIC as well.
At first, I thought it was a good shortcut for Geek Fam, catching stuns with no flicker and also T-Boy, but this is what makes ONIC very special this season, especially in MPL Season 17. They are so clean with the mechanics, man. They're so clean with the micro. There was a 4v5. Even, I think 2v5 because T-Boy and stuns was picked off very, very early.
Yeah.
But Ludwig, man, Ludwig carried that team fight. Like, seriously, with the shifting skies, you know.
Beautiful.
Finding an angle on towards a boy, I believe, right? And in the back, and that just opened things up more for ONIC. And here's a reset here. Ladies and gentlemen, I think first 4 minutes, 3,000 gold. That's a huge difference economy-wise.
Yeah, very, very huge, I'd say. Very significant as well. T-Boy. Did he get the...
No.
No.
Not.
But
Did he
that's
get bullied though? Back course onto him.
AOG out for sure.
He's just playing with them.
He's just playing.
my God.
No, T-Boy!
EOG.
Trying to buy time there as ONIC will take the turtle.
I get it, I get it. Yeah, he's not gonna AOG away. He's just buying time for the ONIC boys to get the turtle. Chastise. First item for Keyboy completed. So now it's all about Kyrie running away. Wants to steal the purple. But now Geek Fam. Obviously you said, oh, Beloyski.
What? With the flying calls in, immobilization. Sans taken down. That's a good opening.
Yo!
Taken down as well. Keyboy a little bit late to the party. Kyrie finds an angle to get out, but Keyboy all alone. Buying time, but Kenziski will find the double.
Geek Fam is still able to get scrapes of ONIC from that shortcut. Kalra still down bottom, did not take the shortcut. He will focus instead on farming fully.
A very, very good shortcut, but Geek Fam looking for the mid lane tower.
Overstepping here, I feel like, and that's gonna be him punished by Sans and Kai. Take a look at the top, he's still able to clear now. As the structure will be safe. Amnesty on towards Sans. That's info that Sans will have no flicker.
While all this is happening, Kalra is farming safely. Down bottom, he has the corrosion site ready. Mexi is going to build upon a win and 8.
Wow.
Will be ready to fight. He wants to take the fight. ONIC need Kalra to be there to help shred the tank. And Geek Fam, what do they do now?
I think as a Geek Fam, you still want to find the shortcut flying, you know. Galoy, a very, very creative player. He will find angles to kind of surprise you with the shortcut. But Kalra, man, again, a very, very high knowledge. He knows he's going to be targeted by the Freya, by the Masha, by the Leomort, by the Win of Nature second item. Things that we rarely see in MPL because as of... Wait a minute, 1v1.
Lucky versus Kenzie in a lot of... Sora will fly high, finds a solo as Keyboy finds a late AOG with the turtle the last turtle here spawning. I don't think Geek Fam has avenues to find a steal here. Sky, take a look at this guy, man. His rotations on the studio, he's level 11. If you compare to make it to level 9. Impressive stuff. Now, Lippy finds a solo on the bottom side. He looks to find a solo again! Top lane!
Lutpi with the Sora. Going absolutely insane again and again. A solo kill. Keyboy.
All along, no AD, I believe. Not gonna be the revitalized, so to just buy time for his team. That's gonna be the reinforcements for ONIC though. Kenzie will fall. Aloyski very low. Mace Kids finds a way out, but Aloyski will fall. That's a double. Kill! Finds a pinch and finds a kill. A boy all alone. That 4 members out. Yentri with the Freya here to party. Will he be able to find the What? The cover, the reinforcements was just too precise.
What the hell was that? I thought it was gonna be the end of Kyrie. Blade surge onto across that rock.
Yep.
But it did not go through. Thank God ONIC was there to cover Kyrie and he gets out scot-free. Geek Fam still down in the dumps.
ONIC, man, so clean. Their mechanics, their macro. I mean, at this rate, it's not about the macro. It's all about their mechanics. They've just been aura farming even since I think minute 2 when I think minute 1 when Kyrie was recalling in front of a boy, and a boy needs to flicker out because he was just recalling, and then Kyrie again.
Oh no.
Stick down a boy like it's nothing.
Yep. Again, Geek Fam. Dinner for ONIC. Early wanted that. And I think for Baloyski, right, we saw the potential of the shortcut. If, With the flying clouds as well, that enables him to find angles like Edoc did last week. With the Kalea, you know, the angles. You might want to find that with the chip. And he did. But it's now a matter of time where ONIC is just going to be here pouncing on Geek Fam. They want to go for the fight. It's all just a ruse. So now, Geek Fam, what do they hope for? What's their silver lining here, Coach Do?
I feel like Kelra needs to flicker in and die, you know. Just Crimson Beacon in and die.
Oh no!
I mean, I feel like I want to call it GG, but because everyone in ONIC is huge right now. Ludwig 5 kills, Kyrie 9. I don't know how many stacks does he have on the side pierce. Yetri.
That's a big stun. That's a big knock-up. Take a look at Ludwig again. Just doing insane work here in the Lanadon. Now AOT lands onto a 2, opening things up for ONIC. That's a double for Kai as well, ladies and gentlemen. It is ONIC's playground.
The skies are shifting, and the Sky Kings are here to play with Geek Fam. 21-8. Oh, passive. Kyrie will get knocked back. That was a sure kill if the passive wasn't there. But look at the kill speed. Look at it. 21-8.
Oh, Kai finds the dump. Force a point to pop the flicker. That will be a structure in the mid lane. Taken down. ONIC will find a structure again in the bottom side of the map. Geek Fam, can they clear? I don't think so. ONIC will find 2 free structures and 2 pushes. Now with the Lord jumping, that's an angle. Aloyski with the shortcut.
Oh no!
Kelra in trouble. Repositioning. That's a big 2-man taunt. Make it very low. Kenzie still able to buy time, but that's going to be Kyrie picking up the legendary. Take a look at the front with 3 members only for Geek Fam. Trying to hold on as ONIC. They see the win inside. They want this 2-0. Kyrie picks up yet 3. But Keyboy will fall in the process now with the mid lane. Minions crashing. Ladies and gentlemen, same story, same result for ONIC. That's a clean 2-0.
Yet another dominant game from the Kings, from the Sky Kings. Geek Fam in game 2 completely shut down. And they're able to sweep the game 2-0. And now I ask you, did anyone notice that Kyrie's 11-0? That's the Suyo, he was 11-0.
He was 13-0.
13-0 even now.
I mean, it's a domination.
Insanity.
First game was Kelra. Second game was Kyrie. But, I mean, if you look at the stats, yeah, Kyrie 13-0 and 6. But Ludwig was solo killing Yetri, solo killing Kenzie on the side lanes. Kelra was, I don't think the carry was even, the carry was even in the game. But yeah, I think ONIC, man, every 5 of them, you know, have that go button just to dominate the game and showed up insane.
Because I have bad memories, Goni, if you also notice this, I have bad memories of Kyrie using Suyo against Geek Fam and getting multiple kills.
Yeah.
The last time that happened, they bowed out of playoffs quickly. That was the geekable moment. And I remember in that game, Kyrie with the Suyo was going absolutely crazy. He got multiple kills. He was like, what, 11, 10 kills up. And then a Natan appeared. But this time, no Natan, no Tadera as well. Tadera's at home streaming. But now, yeah, this was just insane from Geek from ONIC.
It's just aura farming, man. ONIC is aura farming this game. Like, seriously, how many clips can you get in this game alone? Like Kyrie recalling in front of the boy.
Yeah.
Keyboy cannot die while getting hit by like 3 people. Oh, insane, man, insane.
Well, that is it. And now up on stage is ONIC with Bude and Sabila. Well, Kyrie said it. The hardest part of that game wasn't the Halkert.
Nope.
It wasn't the Freya or the Masha. It was the chip in the cloud. Does your chip ride the clouds?
No.
What about your Kalea?
Ooh. Hey.
Oh,
Shout out to week 1.
Shout out. Week 1. Week 1 banter. It's okay.
big one, man.
How about you, though?
I don't play Chip.
You don't play Chip?
I play Bruno.
Bruno. Do you slide in when you play Bruno?
Hopefully not. But yeah, take a look at the second game moment. I think this game, there's no such thing like as a very, very macro play. It's just ONIC literally aura farming since minute 1 against GEEK. And yeah, 33 kills
Look at this.
in 11 minutes. Yeah, and Kyrie, Ludwig just, styling on everyone.
Yeah.
Solo killing everyone on the sideline. This AOG into the full engage. This man.
He's back.
It's been what, 7 seasons since he's in Indo,
Yeah.
and he's still getting MVP.
Longevity.
Longevity.
I'd say.
1306.
Yeah, I was too focused on the game. I took a look at the screen, at the scoreboard, and then whoa, 11 kills and now 13 kills. MVP, the player of the match, presented by the official gaming phone Infinix, Kyrie with Suyo. Aside from that failed blade surge up top against the Rocks, thanks Sans for lifting off GA3 before he could kill the Kyrie. What else do you see from Kyrie Suyo?
It's just clean, clean, like knowing when to go in, knowing when to go out, knowing that when he can kill anyone, like duel in the side lanes, in the mid lane also. And yeah, he looked very clean, like in and out, using the first skill and the third skill very, very well. It's just, yeah, this is just Kyrie playing Assassin, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen his backs here first game, and this solo kill, Ludwig.
Crazy.
Maybe this is why you don't want the Masha against the Sora, but even against the Freya, he also gets the solo kill. And here, Keyboy was so tanky, and I think we'll try to break it down on the item build because of chastise. People was saying like this item is broken because it reduced attack speed. No, that's not the part that makes it broken. It's the heal that you get when you're below a certain 25% if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Plus the revitalize, and that's why Keyboy was
Very tanky.
tanky.
Yeah.
So tanky. And yeah, Ludwig just styling on the side, both side laners. Oh, and this man, so beautiful. SOG Crimson Beacon in. And yeah, this is beautiful, man. Beautiful gameplay. Aura farming by ONIC.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Everything is beautiful.
Everything's beautiful.
I think one of the understatements I think we could talk about is Ludwig.
Ludwig.
This guy is so underrated. This guy is very good, by the way. And Mirko says, EVOS has one of the players that is sometimes forgotten. That's Erlan, the forgotten tiger. And he comes in when he has his items ready and just causes mayhem. I think Ludwig is the same. Like, he seems to be in the back screen, but he delivers when it matters. But now, we're going to throw it to the side reporter
Hey.
to be talking with one of the players backstage.
Caster kembali bersama Alisa dan kali ini sudah bersama manajer dari
Casters.
GEEK Fam, ada Kak Troy. Halo.
And now we'll be talking to
Hari ini
one of the
Febri kalah lagi nih.
fam
What
members,
happened nih
the
Kak?
manager Troy.
Buat hari
Why did we
ini
lose?
sih sebenarnya lebih ke mungkin ada masalah eksekusi juga
Well,
ya.
for today, I
Gitu.
think
Kalau
it's all
dilihat
about
tadi
the
ada beberapa
execution.
skill shot juga mungkin yang tidak sesuai
Botched
ekspektasi
execution
gitu dan
that,
juga mungkin
we did.
dari segi tim comp juga mungkin
And I
agak
think
kurang
the
sesuai
team
gitu.
comp
Tapi
not
nevertheless
really,
hari ini
wasn't
improve
optimal.
dari match sebelumnya gitu. Atmosfer anak-anak juga enak
Ya.
And,
gitu
I
dan
think the
juga
atmosphere
komsnya juga udah lebih jalan jadi
of
ya
the
dibilang
boys
kalah
was
masih
getting
banyak
better,
hal positif yang
and the
bisa
comms
dipetik.
as well.
Masih
So
banyak tentunya dan ada
even if
segi
we lost,
improvement
I
ya
think there
pastinya
were
itu yang
still
dibutuhkan
positives
juga.
to
Tapi
pick
kalau
up
kita
this
melihat
game.
hari ini kan kedatangan baru nih ada Yetri ya yang masuk.
And for today, you have a new
Sayang
member,
sekali masih belum
Yetri.
bisa menang nih dengan kehadiran
Yeah,
Yetri.
but unluckily,
Itu kenapa?
you still
Apakah
wasn't-
nggak apa-apa kita
you
coba
guys
dulu
were
untuk
still
yang
able to
pertama
win
atau
with
mungkin ada
Yetri.
pandangan lain nih dari Kak Troy?
what's the reason behind that?
Buat Yetri sendiri sebenarnya juga kalau bisa dibilang sedang dalam kondisi yang kurang baik juga
I
sebenarnya.
think
karena
It's
secara
because,
kesehatan juga kemarin
yeah, 3
mungkin ada salah makan or apa gitu. Jadi
isn't
memang
in the best
belum
condition.
the maximum
I think
potential.
he ate something
gitu.
wrong.
Tapi
So
memang
he isn't on the
kalau kita
maximum
lihat
condition.
udah bagus sebenarnya.
But
gitu
on,
ya. Kalau misalkan anak
practice,
juga udah pada
I think
jalan
we
yang
saw that
lain gitu. Terlepas
they're doing
mungkin
very
dari
good.
import atau mungkin dari
We don't really see him,
perbedaan gaya bahasa
you know,
gitu ya.
and his other
Tapi memang
qualities.
kalau dari
Maybe
Scream
like
juga
we talk
udah
about him
bagus.
as an import
That's why
and
juga
his
kita
languages, but
mutusin buat
that
ONIC
doesn't really
kita
bother us.
majuin E3 gitu.
And
Oke,
on
jadi
scrims, he
sebenarnya
performs
sudah
very
ada
well.
ya
That's why we
bibit-bibitnya,
promoted
cuman
E3.
mungkin belum maximum potential, tapi kita akan lihat ya mungkin di next
Well, not-
match-nya nih. Dan
well, still
ngomongin
not
next
on the
match, kita
maximum
bakal
potential,
ketemu
but
sama
next match,
BTR.
BTR.
You guys
Betul.
will
Gimana nih
take on
persiapannya so far
Bigatron.
untuk ketemu BTR?
So what's the preparation
Buat
against
lawan BTR
Bigatron?
sendiri sih untuk persiapannya udah lumayan matang ya.
Well, for
Dari
Bigatron,
hasil scrim juga udah
Our
bagus. Kita
preparation
juga udah
is still,
nyiapin
it's already very
beberapa
good.
pick-pick juga di
On our
draft
scrims,
gitu.
our draft,
Dan dari XP sendiri
it's
juga
very good.
dua-duanya udah kita bekalin
on our
gitu.
XP,
Jadi buat
both of our
G3
XP
sendiri kan
leaders,
sebenarnya bekalnya
both
udah banyak
Marcel
ya,
and
apalagi
G3,
experience-nya gitu.
we have
Tapi buat
prepared
Marcel
for
sendiri
them.
juga dari scrim udah kita
advice
poles,
as
udah
well as,
kita
training
pertajam lagi gitu.
to make
Jadi
them
harusnya
sharper,
buat
to make them
BTR
smoother.
melihat pertandingan hari
And for
ini
Bigatron, looking at today's match,
dari aku sendiri positif.
personally,
Lumayan optimis
I
ya pastinya untuk
feel
esok hari. Tapi kalau
optimist.
ngomongin soal draft pick
I
juga
feel
nih.
very
Tadi kan
optimistic
sebelum
for, the
mulai
match
match,
against
aku
Bigatron.
sempat ngobrol-ngobrol sama Baloy juga,
Yeah.
sama Kera.
Before the match
Kera
started,
bilang jangan pakai HC-nya,
I
ini
talked
emang
with
sengaja Baloy ngeluarin
Baloy Steve
HC-nya untuk mau
and
bantu
Kelra.
Kera apa gimana nih?
and they opened the hell
Sebenarnya kalau
for
mungkin
Baloy.
dari sisi personal ya mungkin ada ya gitu
What do you
kan.
think?
Karena kita lihat memang dari week 1 juga Kelra lagi perform banget.
I think on a personal
Gitu, udah
level,
cair banget sama timnya.
well,
Dan HC
Kelra
juga sebenarnya kan
integrates
memang
very well as
pick
a
Baloy
team.
ya dari
He was performing
dari
very
dulu-dulu
well. And
gitu.
speaking of Hellcurt,
Dan memang
it's a
dengan
signature pick
kehadiran
for
HC ini
Baloy.
juga sebenarnya kan
Since
dari
seasons ago.
assassination-nya bagus,
Ya.
dari side pressure juga bagus.
And I think
gitu. Jadi memang
need a
bisa
couple of things,
mempersulit gameplay dari ONIC.
that can
gitu.
enable the
Tapi
Hellcurt.
memang
Well, the
ya
Hellcurt
mungkin
gives you
lagi-lagi
side
ya
pressure,
eksekusinya ada beberapa yang
gives you
kurang
pick off pressure.
eh,
But I think
kurang nancep,
a
kurang
few execution
land.
did
Dan pada akhirnya
hinder us
ya
to
walaupun
maximize the
tadi
Hellcurt.
di match game pertama itu udah lumayan imbang ya
Since
goldnya.
the first match,
Tapi ya
even
pada
if,
akhirnya ya
we
satu tim
were
fight itu
equal on
menentukan
gold,
gitu. Jadi memang ya HC ini udah
unluckily enough, we weren't
Itu
able to close the
sampai
game.
nggak Baloy ya
ibaratnya
sebenarnya ya.
udah kayak rahasia umum kali ya.
So at
least
Tapi
the
ya
Hellcurt
gitu, maksudnya
was still there to do
HC
damage.
ini juga nggak
And
setiap
the
kali
Hellcurt
juga
is
kan
now
dynamic
a
gitu, dalam
public
keadaan
secret.
tertentu aja,
Everyone knows
kayak
about
misalkan
our
buat
Hellcurt.
hero-hero yang lumayan empuk, kayak mungkin Moskov gitu kan lumayan.
And I think the
Jadi,
Hellcurt is very
tapi
good
ya balik
against
lagi,
squishy
masih kurang
heroes.
sempurna dan pastinya kita
especially the
bakal
Moskov.
improve lagi.
Betul
So,
sekali, tapi
we
kalau
pick it up
selain dari
for
HC
those
sendiri,
stuff.
Kenziski
And hopefully we can
lagi-lagi
still
dengan
improve.
hero-hero unik. Iya, hari ini Masha Gold
And
Lane.
Kenziski
Emang ini
with the
mau
Masha
jadi
Gold Lane
meta
today.
atau emang pure surprise aja hari
Is
ini
this the
dikeluarin
meta
nih,
or
Mas?
is this pure surprise?
Buat Masha Gold Lane sendiri sebenarnya kan memang itu dari bekal Kenji juga ya.
I think
Dia
for the
itu
Masha
memang
Gold
dari
Lane,
dulu lumayan excel buat hero-hero fighter
It's
assassin
for,
gitu.
I
walaupun
think it's
dia
from
main Gold
Kenziski.
Lane.
He's very
Yeah.
good on
Gitu.
fighter
Dan
heroes.
untuk Masha sendiri
Fighter
memang
Gold Lane.
bisa tadi awalnya kita mau pindahin ke XP cuman
And
dirasa
for Masha,
kayaknya
I think
Kenji
that
lebih
was
pede
a last minute
pakai
change.
Masha dan jadi
Want
kita
to push it
turunin
on
aja dan
XP,
juga sekalian lihat nih buat
but we put it
Masha
on Gold Lane
kira-kira
because of the
buat
matchup.
di MPL season 17 ini
And we
apakah
wanna
masih
do
feasible
some
buat
tests
kedepannya atau memang dia
on
udah
how
cocok
Masha
aja
Gold
XP
Lane
aja. Tapi ya
perform
balik lagi semua
on the
pertandingan ada
on the Gold
pelajarannya
Lane.
Betul.
dan ya bisa jadi pelajarannya itu kan banyak ya bentuknya.
And I think,
gitu.
we
Tapi
did
ya
bring in
lumayan lah,
many lessons
mood
for
booster
us.
juga buat Kenji sendiri.
Betul sekali,
And
kita
that's a
melihat yang
booster as
sesuatu
well for
yang baru nih,
Kenziski,
tapi kita
a new
lihat
hero
apakah
for
besok
him
ada
to use
surprise-surprise
on the
lainnya
Gold Lane.
yang dihadirkan oleh Kenziski.
And hopefully we'll
Tapi
see
boleh
more
dong
surprises from
kata-kata
Geek Fam.
untuk Geek Fam Unity nih, untuk terus
And
mendukung,
maybe
terutama buat
as the last
match
question,
esok
any
hari.
words for
Silakan.
the fan
Oke,
community
buat Geek Community
before we close the interview?
tungguin terus,
Oh,
kita pastinya
for the
banyak
community.
surprise menarik buat kalian. Ini masih awal, masih
Please wait
panjang
for us, be
perjalanannya.
patient. We
Dan
have surprises
yang
coming in.
aku bisa assure ke kalian adalah
And I'll assure to you guys
kita selalu improve,
that we'll
kita
still
juga
and we'll keep
selalu dengerin
improving
feedback satu sama lain.
and we
Jadi
listen to
jangan
feedback
putus
one
asa
another.
karena
Please don't give
perjalanan
up on
masih
us.
panjang dan pastinya
The
kita
journey
akan
is
membawa
still
hasil
very,
yang
very
lebih bagus lagi.
long
Lebih
and
bagus lagi
far,
pastinya
and
harapan
we'll
terbaik
improve
untuk
and
Geek
become
Fam
better in
untuk
the
tampil
coming
esok
weeks.
hari. Thank you so much, Kak Troy sudah ngobrol-ngobrol di sini, dan tentunya Geek Fam Unity
That is
jangan
Troy,
lupa untuk dukung terus
manager
tim
of
kesayangan
Geek Fam.
kalian, dan kita akan melihat untuk analis selanjutnya apakah ada sesuatu dari caster. Silahkan caster, take it over.
And yeah, a few good points made there by Mr. Troy, manager for GEEK Fan.
Yeah.
But the main question I wanna ask you, Coach,
Yep.
he said it. We picked up the Masha early on to put it on the XP, but that was shifted to the gold lane.
Yeah.
And he said maybe there could be an experiment for us to see if if Masha on the gold lane works. Do you think it'll work?
I think it can work, but ONIC was playing on a pace that we've never seen before in MPL ID. Like they're just pushing, and the Masha doesn't have the time to scale.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's more on the ONIC side that they played better. But I think if the Masha gets scaled and gets like 2 BOD on the right timer, I think it's gonna be a problem. But ONIC was just pushing the tempo, and I want to credit Kelra here.
Yeah.
The second item, Wind of Nature, is very smart. It's very smart. Although I don't think he uses it in this game, especially. I don't think he was getting targeted.
Yeah.
But it was a very safe choice for him, especially with the Freya going in, with the Leomord going in, with the Masha. It's a very good item pickup. Especially with Kyrie already snowballing and also Suns. He doesn't need more damage. He just needs to stay alive.
Yeah.
To dish out damage.
Yeah, he
So
was
yeah, very smart.
Well, he wasn't mostly targeted because the players of GEEK are busy focusing on Kyrie and co. But yeah, I think Kelra was just playing, a standard game. Like he knew what he had to do. He had to stay alive. Obviously, up against his composition, this carry will struggle.
Yep.
Because when the players of GEEK crashes onto you, you're basically done. But yeah, he survived, and that's what he did. And for Kyrie, man, look at the damage dealt for him. 58k, that is a lot of damage from the Suyo. And he was just styling on the players of GEEK. He was completely dominating them. And yeah, the Masha didn't really come to fruition. Obviously, for the Masha gold lane, Troy said it may be picked in the near future by other teams. But I think for Masha, it's very conditional.
Yeah.
When you want to pick up a Masha, you need things to make it work. One of them is the chip. Because with the chip shortcut, you can have the Masha running at you. And Masha is easily kiteable, so you don't really want to pick up the Masha blindly in the gold lane, so especially in the XP lane too. So a very conditional pick. But look at that GPM.
Yeah, look, I just want to say that. Look at the
928.
GPM.
That's a lot of GPM. That's a massive number.
I think that's the highest in this season. This season,
Oh, yeah.
and it came from a Suyo jungle, not a gold laner.
Yeah.
It shows that what game Kyrie was playing in this game too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I want to say. Like ONIC is so special this season. The first game, Kelra was popping off like crazy.
Yeah.
The second game, he has a slow game. He wasn't. I mean, he wasn't even there. I feel like the carry, but Kyrie pops up with 1306. So yeah, be excited, Sonics. Be very excited.
Yeah, I mean, technically, right? Game 1, it was Kelra, the Filipino import. The second game, another Filipino import, technically.
Yo, wake up, Indonesians!
But hey, Lutfi got
Lutfi,
two solo kills, two solo kills in that game. But I feel like all 5 members did their role here from the side of ONIC. Mic check though.
Yeah.
Ang ganda ng garapan.